Good. Oh. So we are live and it's celebrating Loop's 3-year anniversary. We've been live for 3 years today. And here Kana.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hi. Just for this occasion. uh, only for a very short time. Is the sound any better for either of you? Can you hear? He's going to put on there. There you go. All right, he's celebrating too. Excellent. And here comes Amra. So are you able to hear?
Yes.
Is the sound
Sometimes it is broken, but
uh, question mark? I like that. The question man. Amra, are you able to hear us off? If you're trying to speak, we won't okay, the sound was awful. Sorry. So now Gerard's got the party hat on. Yep. They are silly. It's hard not to giggle when you're wearing these crazy Google effect hats. So 3 years. 3 years ago, Joanna and I were living on the computer, being a devil. Yeah.
Yeah.
Devil. And now here we are, and it's Spence Week. Off and on slow. There have been times when the site is usually really busy that we've been quiet this week, but we still have 100 to 125 people stopping by the site and staying every day. So we have our regulars. They're quiet. Oh, Joanna changed your background. How'd you do that? Is that in the Google effects too?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to have to play. I have to play now. I forgot about the other if more since I paid much attention. It's interesting. It says it's downloading the app again, the app before. Okay, so I see the headsets, and what are my other options? Aha, I see arrows. Okay, we're being silly. All right, I'm going to wear, in Jessica's honor, I will wear deep sea diving goggles. Or exploring loop, I should wear this to be exploring fully. Eyewear and facial hair. I wonder what I look like with a mustache. Why not? All right, are we going to spend an hour being completely... oh, we have a cake. What does that do? Oh, here, I offer you a cake. 3 candles, not just one. Okay, and let's see, we have a grasshopper, cricket. We can have cricket. What does that do? Sounds. Oh no, I don't want sounds. Oh, we could have, wait a minute, we could play music, a drum roll for loop. Here we go. All right. Fun. Oh, that could be fun. Oh dear, one could be really sick with these things. Elmer's probably laughing at us. Oh wow, a mosaic, that would be strange. Oh my. It's really not fall anymore, but we could go back. Oh no, it's bricks. Okay. Wow. Be bizarre. Well, I like the beach. Okay, and then I'm back to my crazy self. Let's see, I'll ask crazy questions. And and I have to turn off the, oh my goodness, I could be a professor. The discussion we had. Oh, this is awful. Okay, so I want to take this and I want my mustache to go away from there. That's off. Okay, I don't want a cake anymore. Take that away. All right, so I'll be professor. So, a professor at the beach.
After 3 years of hard
Gerard's
work.
a professor too. You're still the. Oh, but here's the chat note. Yeah, so it's a party. We're can't unfortunately.
Oh yeah,
But we are 3 years old today. Luke started 3 years today. So we are celebrating our 3 years and
congratulations everyone.
So now I'm trying to figure out, okay, here we go. Here's chat messages that I haven't read. Okay, birthday party, anniversary. So this is really strange. I think I have to go back and take my background away. So now I have to find backgrounds and turn that off. Okay, so I'm back. I'm going to find it again. Oh my. This is pretty wild. I have a friend who teaches drama, and she has planned an entire lesson using these Google effects, asking questions. Now I have Soundatio, whatever that is. Okay. I haven't played around with all these options before. No idea what it is. We get to have music playing, maybe? Have you used this session studio? You look nice in a professor graduation hat. So this is what you'll have to put on after you take your exam and get your results, huh?
And then throw.
Yeah, and then throw it. Yeah, figure out how to do that. Toss the cap in. Fun. Yep, so it's an anniversary party, and I'm on station waiting to hear what that does. And control room. I have a control room. Cameraman. Oh yeah, I've seen that before. Showcase. Does anyone know what showcase is? I have not used these options. I'm still trying to get a reliable connection all the time. So anyway, 3 years. What are some of the biggest changes, for better or for worse, that you remember? What are some of the major improvements or steps along the way? Where have we been? Not able to, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I just heard you say, "Oh my God." But I could hardly hear it, but I'm not able to distinguish the other words. But Joanna, what do you remember? You've been through a lot working with me.
Oh, I remember many things.
Remember, we're live here, so be nice, please. Ah,
The meeting with other loopers. It was nice.
this past summer and
Yeah.
when you came here, yeah, live, so in-person meetings, yeah. Mm, certainly something yeah, not sure thought would really happen 3 years ago, but has. Yeah, more times again in the future. That's one of my biggest dreams for the future is that we will have year, hopefully 3 or 4 per year, relatively major meetups where anyone able to plan 1 week or 2 days or 3 days or 1 day events. I don't know what will become and cost, unfortunately, a big factor, but would love to see more opportunities to. It makes a nice difference. I wouldn't mind the good food again either. uh, uh, yeah, yeah, true. Lots of frustrations. I'm thinking that as I think back, I'm thinking that the size of live classes, those attending, has dropped rather than grown. We used to have more people more often at Hangouts, in Skype calls, and more people registering on the Loop calendar. I think a lot of that relates to um, the instant world we live in and people to click and go direct to class. That we don't yet have an API in system where you can just click where it says Skype, click and be in the Skype class, click and be in the hang. Is us some and the lack of other teachers. And actually the whole list of things that I feel Loop needs all need me to do further steps first. So hopefully this will be the year that most fall into place. But there have been thousands. We had 200 and some members at one point, and one of our decisions along the way was to drop members from active status. So they are always welcome back, but if they've been 18 months out any visible activity on Loop, we've been taking them off of our roster. Fair to call them a member if they have never been present in any interactive way, because edit Loop and look at what's there, but you have to sign in as a member to participate. And I hope won't be lost. I hope it will grow. So we're now, I didn't even today to see how many members we are as of today, 803. Check. end, how many active members do you think reasonable to predict or reasonable goal to hope for? So 804 members as of this moment, but obviously not 804 who post frequently to the site.
I have a question.
Yes, Gerard.
If a member logs in regularly, but he doesn't or she doesn't write anything or join any class, is that an inactive member?
Question. How would you answer that?
I don't know. I'm not sure, but
there is some subjectivity involved in research about lurkers, members who don't post much. Amr comes often to live classes, especially Hangouts, but he's not an active poster on Loop. I don't know if he wants to talk about that. Not able to hear him very well or write a note, but I think there are many people who want speaking partners and are not as interested in improving their writing. They're not recording. They could record and post messages in reply to groups. So how do we make that happen? As far as whether or not take them off of Loop's roster, there were a few names that I know I've seen in chat space, so I know they've been signing in, and if I know I've seen them in the chat deleted their membership. The statistics we have, the records that Ning lets us access, show us who has signed in, and those that we delete are those who have not signed and have not been logged into the site for 18 months or more. There's no reason to be a member if you're not going to contribute. Welcome to be a member. So I'm looking at your background. Ask Gerard, have you ever been gondola? Have you been navigating a boat of some sort through the water like your practice?
Yes. Let's see.
In a city like where the water goes door to door?
Actually, we have a place like similar.
Really?
Yes.
With homes
But
on both sides?
with canals like Venice.
With canals. And
Canals.
Venice. Yeah.
Yes, but the problem is that's in a urbanization, but it was built over some marshes during the dictatorship. So it was not nice doing that because the marshes is a good place for birds, animals. Not okay.
Fresh running water, just sitting water. Yeah, that doesn't sound as pleasant. I've never experienced anything like that. It looks like it would be interesting. Maybe we'll have a meetup in Venice someday. I know that all of you talk to other members sometimes. Or hear what it is that stops people from adding a short comment once in a while.
I think it should be easier to post a recording on loop. That's the problem. It's not that easy.
If you make a recording, if you're willing to and you know how to make an MP3, it's very easy to upload an MP3, to attach an MP3. When that happens, I usually add it to our channel and embed it for people. It's too many steps. I wish it weren't as many steps. But I don't think it's difficult. So I want to think it's difficult. I want to know where, why, what they are seeing that makes it difficult, makes you difficulty.
I mean, it should be easier, like the same way you post a comment. So you should, yeah, have use WhatsApp. If you want to send a voice message, you only have to click one button, and you record and then stop, and that's it, and you send it.
Ah, so I think, I think on those apps you can, oh, interesting, added verbling, interesting. Amar, I wish you could talk to us. I want to hear. Anyway, I think you can set up so that it quickly posts somewhere. I don't know if it's something we have to set on our end not to allow that. Part of the problem is because we're not a fully open site. You have to be a member. But I think there's a way to, and maybe you can help when she comes back. I think there's a way to automatically post message on loop. Are you able to do that with any of those you use, Gerard? To have it automatically post to loop? Seems to me maybe it's a, but part of the problem with enabling it easily is that we would then have to let member post a comment, and I'm not ready to do that. It's a closed site for members only, not open to everyone. And for the really easy way to do that. Question though, and reality, and I agree with you that the reality is that people are easier and fewer clicks. So it could be that having Holly without her smartphone, so I'm not practicing trying to use these things, and too much of a learning curve, or not enough time to add more to my learning curve. So it could be a downside that we need to overcome. And I wish Joanna were with us, but she must have taken that call. She's more aware than I am. But are you able, Gerard, to post from phone easily, to add a post? Like if you make a recording on WhatsApp, can you add that to Loop?
I don't know. No, I think the voice recording I've done inside WhatsApp, and then you send them to whoever you want.
And is it saved somewhere as an MP3?
Yeah, I guess so. It's a file. It's saved as a file. I don't know which sort of file.
Which format? Yeah. And obviously, I don't know enough to answer clearly. So on WhatsApp, if you're using it and you do use it often, you just click record and it sends just like a text message would. Click, it's gone.
Yes, it sends like a file, and then the other part, if there's a group, all the people inside this group can open this file, this sound file.
Interesting. And does that work? Does it show up like on Facebook or somewhere only in WhatsApp? Can you post it to a blog or share it to a Facebook page?
I never tried that.
Here's Joanna.
Maybe Joanna knows.
Okay. Yeah. And
What should I know?
Joanna's back.
Sorry.
Everything.
About WhatsApp.
I don't use this application, so I don't know it.
Okay.
Don't ask me about it.
But
sorry.
Don't ask you about it. We'll ask you if we want to. We were talking about recording, and he was saying that on WhatsApp he can record, click, gone. People get the record. And I was asking if he's able to send that to Facebook or to a blog, and he doesn't know. So programs you use on your smartphone, can you talk to your smartphone, click, and have it be playable in an online space?
I, for example, downloaded Audioboom application, and I may use it from my phone.
Any steps? Thanks, Amr. So even if I don't have a smartphone, I could download WhatsApp and use it on a PC? I don't know.
Yeah, I think so, or soon. I think using Chrome, Google Chrome. I read that
and
on
it
the
would
news.
just be like Facebook?
Something like this.
So it'd be another one to check every day? Phone only. Okay, yeah. See, it's really interesting. So much of my day, I'm from one location so much of most days that I really don't need a smartphone, need an extra bill. Would love one, but must have money challenge first. I still earned below poverty level income last year. Yeah, work hard, but lots to overcome. But John, and your Audioboom app, if you record on your phone, is just one click and it goes as an attachment? Do you have to do multiple steps?
No, it's very easy.
No, I just click record and it appears on my profile page or in channel which I choose.
Share it on loop. You still have to go through all the stuff that I go through. Yes?
Could you repeat?
To share it on loop, you would still multiple steps. Of going to your channel and
I've never checked.
Because it is many steps to add a player into a post on loop. It's easy enough to add it to the channel, but for it to be seen as works, you need to add it to a post. and that is not always, is not a one-step, one-click process. Obviously is something that would help many people feel more comfortable, but it's not all of the answer, because it is easy to click and type a reply just like you do on Facebook or other social networks. So why don't you? Why aren't you posting more on Loop? Do you find on other platforms? Is the Ning site the problem? Is something else the challenge? Loopers who might be watching. I saw that a few loopers watching. Why aren't you joining us? Are you afraid to be on air? Afraid to be recorded? Or too shy? Too scared of us? What prevents you from joining?
Maybe
For
the
many, it's connection
connection.
speed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know that's a challenge for many. But that doesn't stop them. It doesn't mean that they can't post comments or upload an MP3 to Loop. So what stops you? Why aren't you joining us? How can you read posts and questions and pictures posted on Loop and not reply? Even if it's just, wow. Why is it so hard for you to start? What stops you from making a comment? The big question. So we had at one point 1,200 plus members. Joanna, go ahead.
I said nothing.
You were going to make a comment? No?
No.
I said nothing. Oh, I was very busy. I don't think I get, I don't think I allow that.
Maybe you should have a place where loopers can make their suggestions, what they would like to have on Loop.
Why do you think we don't have that place, Mr. Active? Put you on the spot. Spotlight on Gerard. What makes you think there is not a place? There are many places for loopers. We get complaints more than suggestions. People are busy. So if you wanted to make a suggestion, Gerard, where do you first think to go? A serious question.
I think there is a contact or something like this. There is a place. Contact us?
Yes, we have.
Wishes and glitches?
Yeah, and neither of those are used very much at all. What is used is Skype Holly.
That's-
Or a private message to Holly.
Mhm.
These that I get every day. Every day. I honestly don't think there's been one day in the last, maybe when I was in Europe, maybe, but every day people contact me out of sight, but me not, and Joanna gets queries, you get queries, so when they see an active member, they'll contact a member. 27 or 24/7 hangouts.
Yeah.
No.
I need a clone a few of me to make that happen.
Well,
Amr, you could start a 24/7 hangout. Put a note
yes,
in the chat space. Be live in the text chat space and invite everyone. Gerard, you were going to talk. Go ahead.
yes, I suggested having a speaking class every day. But I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if people would attend the classes. That's the problem, because we have a few classes and sometimes there are 2 or 3 people at the most.
And the volunteers lined up. Create a link. Volunteers lined up to try and we had 6 out of 7 days covered for a few weeks, but people were not registering, and volunteers gave up faster than Holly gives up. Um, most of them don't list every week. But I've been thinking about this a lot, and I really think that, and maybe this is what Amr is suggesting, I really wonder if with all the effort it takes and time for me events, okay, like Verbling. Yeah, I like what Verbling does. The challenge there is that Verbling does that and only that, and Loop does a lot more, and you can't do it all. But don't you think community on Loop? See, I feel Loop has a strong sense of community. I don't know if you mean the automatic direct. It could be my lack of knowledge that's for this, but my understanding is that you need for that API. Well, I know you need to pay for API integration, and money is something Loop doesn't have at this. Really doesn't have. Um, the startup cost to connect that and the ongoing costs are significant. To have it be direct and live as I understand it. Now, it's something new I need to learn, but this is where I would love volunteers who know. Yeah, makes a difference, Amr. uh, uh, so I'm pretty dang proud of how far we've come without the money. But
Yes.
I could be wrong.
We are
Things change so often with technology. There might be a way for us to have better ease. I keep wondering if instead of the calendar, if we just had I have problems with this, and I keep asking myself, is it my problem or is it a problem or challenge for all members? Instead of setting up a new transcription chat group hangout every week, you can create an ongoing hangout. One would be invited every time you have hangout. The reason I don't use that is because I hate getting harassed with bombarded messages WizIQ from other platforms that do that, where you join one. And if I did that, then anytime I had an English chat, anytime I have a transcription chat, then anyone who's ever joined any time is going to maybe others like that, but I don't like the idea of being one doing that to other people. So you can turn notifications, but I want members to participate because I want to participate. And I want them to not just take advantage of what others have done, but to and practice, practice, practice. But Verbling's site, you can just click and join a call that understands all this to help explain to Holly.
I have to leave, sorry.
I have to commute. Hey, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Happy 3
See you soon.
years.
Happy
Okay,
birthday.
bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. We are the loyal crew. And Almer, you like Hangouts. You join often when there are Hangouts. Do you join Hangouts on with other groups as well? Do you start Hangouts? Not sure. It's still listening or able to. Yeah. So now I'm curious about the space that's still there from Gerard. Is that does that mean he didn't leave the hangout?
Yes, I guess he didn't leave the hangout.
Okay. Yeah, connection is a challenge, darn it. But now it's a challenge for Skype too. Skype not been working well. An hour and a half this morning, giving myself a headache, trying to
Let's blame
find
snow.
a better way. Blame snow. Yeah, more snow coming tonight.
Not good.
You have more snow there?
No, but they predict.
Did you have snow last night?
It will come soon.
Yeah, same here. And it looks it. It feels it, smells it. Snow is coming. Yeah. So tomorrow is back to work, huh? Vacation's over.
Yes.
You, Joe?
Yes.
You're eager to go back and see all your students.
Yes, and I even like my new schedule than the last semester.
It is a better schedule starting or worse?
It depends, but it's a bit better.
Good. So I wasn't sure if you were being sarcastic or not.
Yeah, because
I was looking.
two days I finish my classes almost 3 hours earlier than the last semester.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds like
That's
an
good.
improvement.
Yeah, but I start at 7 a.m.
So the other side
Yes.
of that reason. Yeah. Uh-huh. So you have to have more discipline to get to bed earlier, huh?
Yes, unfortunately.
Schedule adaptation. So I've been trying to puzzle out whether I should try of listing all the events and taking the time to put all the events on our calendar. That's many will look at and register for, but then not show up. I wonder if it would be if there would be a difference if we just posted one calendar that said usually there are classes this day, this time, and just logged into chat and said class starting in 15 minutes or class starting in where I want contact Holly here or here's the link to Becker or whichever, if that would make any difference. Because a lot of my time, spent.
Many members don't open the chat. They are signed out from the chat, so they may not see your
But instead of
information.
updating the calendar all the time, if it were just a blog status post or what a lot of time and effort to list those
You may
events.
try to inform a half
Blank
hour
space.
earlier that you are going to start this or that class.
Right. And then before, 2 days before, do the work or a blog post for each class. Many of the teachers write a post for each class anyway, as they're, and I just wondered when I think about all the time I spend and how few showing any appreciation for that time. And how many times when I have a class back channel connection to friends, Holly's got a class, join us. And at 1 minute before class time or 5 minutes getting Skype calls, Skype message, and calls, people trying to join. It's frustrating on my end, but it's me trying to impose that on loopers, and maybe thinking from a looper's point of view a different way, and maybe I'd be less for time I waste and effort I make and people don't show. So maybe it's Holly that needs to change. And then I wouldn't have to start exactly at 11. I could say, I'm going to start a class, join me. And see, I don't know.
You should
Perhaps
try
part of
to
the transition.
see if it will work. Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe. Because there are days when we have 15 people in that, all busy chatting. I see messages often of members starting call. So this might be a change of the future in Loop. Challenge. If there were a post, I suppose it would be documentable. The data to help request try to get funding for this site, they would want to see statistics, and that's much easier to do calendar. And as Amr says, he would like it if just click and join. And Gerard mentioning, I want it to be convenient. Click. So perhaps Ning or our Loop site is too inconvenient. Might be part of the challenge. But it's usually the same circle of loopers talking about it.
Yes.
Yeah. So some of my favorite loop memories. What are some words? I'm going to be. Yes, I know they do, Alma, right? Many times. But Hangouts is what they do, and Loop does a lot more than Hangouts. But I remember recipes, photos. Many of my favorite posts are related to this, and I miss some of our early members. There you go, Joanna. Nice. What do have special recipes for what you're asking there? Where do we have our key and site cookbook and share many recipes with photos and stories. There are some wonderful recipes shared on Loop. With our last anniversary potluck party and asked people to contribute recipes, virtual recipes. That was fun.
It was a yummy anniversary.
Even if it was only imaginary.
I prepared some things.
I have a crock pot recipe going now, my own recipe. Everything from the refrigerator thrown into the crock pot.
Yeah.
Pretty much. We'll see how that comes out. Smells good. But I also, the presentation you and I did on our first anniversary on WizIQ for the conference 1 year, and that was really exciting. And last year was exciting, but now 3 years did not generate on Loop. Very few registering for our events, but it's a nice note the mile. So I don't think I'll schedule 4th and maybe 5 and 10-year anniversary times, but I don't think I'll try. But I really am have been thinking about this idea. That's why that's why you don't see very many events on the calendar now, because as I plan, I'm just wondering why I'm spending all of this time and letting myself get frustrated. I love it when students participate. So if I write a post and say there'll be a class on this later today, or in 2 hours, do your work and join us if you can. If I have the same number of participants, maybe a few new ones, maybe that will work. And I'm trying to decide if a new blog post time is the way to go. So it's hard for you to start Hangouts because of your connection, Amr, but you're able to join more than many loopers are. What amazes me, I guess, with Hangouts, but Skype calls too, is loopers, many members will join a class and get disconnected and call back and get disconnected and join again and get disconnected and join again and try again. And that's an excellent life skill. Persistence, practice, not give up. I'll make it work. I'll connect. So why won't more members do that on our site? Where is that attitude? Trying. I can do it. I'll ask in the chat. Ask somebody will help me. I'll try again. Where is that? I want more of that. I want more of that on our site in all kinds of ways. Better than Skype. I like Hangouts. I like the fields for interactive engagement better than any other platform I've used anywhere. I don't like the fact that the way it works changes all the time, and I don't like the fact that it's so many people to figure out how to join. And I don't like the fact that many people can't join because connection speed. And I love the ease with which Hangouts on Air go right to a YouTube channel, but don't like members can't access YouTube. So more, I won't say most, more Skype by far. When we've asked in the past, Skype has been the preferred. Yeah. Yeah, and things change so fast. But I also actually love Hangouts when the connection is strong because of options, and you can play YouTube video if the connection's and share things and use Google Drive. But I can't because every time I've tried it, it bounced out of the call. So if you have strong connections, of us might in the coming year or months, connections getting better around the world. As that improves, Hangouts might be a go-to place. So I feel like we didn't do enough celebrating. So Joanna, celebratory to share as we close our hour.
Congratulations and happy birthday.
And I'm curious that you say birthday rather than anniversary. Many people do. What makes you think then anniversary?
For me, anniversary is rather connected with marriage, and married couples celebrate anniversaries.
Okay, so that word is strongly associated with marriage for you.
Yes,
and then happy birthday is happy anniversary.
Yes. Because we were created from nothing. We grow and grow.
Yeah, both work, but I'm always curious about what the thinking between them. Yeah, I wish I had a chocolate cake that I could put 3 candles in. And I wish I had about 50 loopers to break with. That would be fun. What's she have? Oh, I thought you were going to hold something up.
No,
so, Amr, I'm sorry that we weren't able to hear you clearly today. Appreciate your hanging in, listen, and I'm going to copy our notes just to see if they remind me of things. And okay, I'm sorry too often, so I'm not sorry, but I hope that next time we'll be able to hear you. And always glad and hope we'll see you on loop more often too. So Joe, any last something fun to share?
We're awesome.
I like that. We can close with, we are awesome. Come join us. Check us out. Share. We should mention, as long as we're on air, we should mention that we are nominated for Best Website, English Learning Website of 2014 by Macmillan Dictionary and on a list of others. And so that's a nice milestone to document, and we'll try to do more right in the future. So thanks, everyone. Bye.
Thank you. See you.
Bye-bye.